Hey everyone, Rheyo here, and welcome back to the account rebuild. So this is going to be starting off a little bit different because I wanted to start taking the series in a slightly different direction, and that is kind of tuning back into the way that I used to make my videos when I originally started making YouTube content. So kind of in line with Maxing Melee, Reckless Ranger, Maniacal Magician. I'm probably going to introduce a full kill into this clip. I might bounce back and forth between some narrated clips and some some group content and all that stuff. So I kind of want to, tap back into my roots in a fresh way, I guess, because I've been liking the way I've been putting together these videos because it's just, efficient for the time that I have. But at the end of the day, I'm not really totally proud of them because they're, to be honest, kind of low effort. So I want to up that effort a little bit more, and which will result in some longer release times, but I think it's just going to be better in the long run. So I hope you guys enjoy. And last but not least, I'm taking on my first sponsor for this video, so make sure to stay tuned in for when I go over my newest PC from Monsoon PCs. Good morning. It is another day after I got my new aura. It is the first morning or second morning of DXP, whatever, it's Saturday. So I'm going to see if, I don't really do DXP too often, but I do like to PVM. So I'm going to see if I can get a group together, and it looks like we're going to try and get someone for Croesus. So let's see if we can get some Crow going.
Honesty is very key.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I agree.
Yeah, I honestly agree, to be honest.
Per drop-off? 16 per drop-off? Okay.
Yeah, well, 15 per drop-off, but always get 16 in case you fail. Like, if you hit one of those mushrooms while you're going from one quadrant to the next, it'll eat one of your supplies.
What am I on Legacy?
What am I, a friggin' noob?
Yeah, you just dive surge that and you're good.
I said I needed a rundown. I didn't need to be talked down to like a friggin' noob. This is so much easier when you don't have to run. Holy.
I'm glad I only was putting you behind, Rheyo.
Oh.
I don't care as much if I slow you down.
Dang, okay.
Nuke his score.
Yeah.
Let's go. Starting off with a manuscript.
Oh,
wrong corner. Dude, that's 10 mil. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Rebuild complete.
It's over here, boys. Let's go. Tactical telly. Whoa. Party at Woodcut.
We're all right here.
Oh, sorry. Healed.
Nice.
Wow.
Healer.
I'm throwing for drops, please.
Oh!
Oh my god, he healed.
Thrower, not a drop.
Let's go, dude. Literally throwing for drops.
It's rigged.
We're doing keeps, right? I think that's what we normally do.
I don't know. If I don't get a drop, we're doing splits.
We'll split with Dark too then.
Perfect. Everybody in the call.
Unless we all get drops, then we don't split.
Yeah.
Looking over at Fry's outfit, that man is always praying. Look at this holy man. Always praying.
Bless up.
Yeah, I didn't want to go first.
You said
All right,
bless up.
Here we go.
Whoa.
All right. Everyone get yours in.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Now
Get
we're
my
gonna
man.
fail.
Get yours in. Get yours in.
Alright, I'm
Parker.
on the strike.
Parker's just not going to throw, and then he's going to get the drop.
No, we're all gonna get drops except CP.
That would be
desperately
insane.
waiting for these red sparkles. They're just there we go.
Let's go. We have all healed. No, dude, you got the special message. You
Yeah,
must stop that.
That's the drop right there.
Yeah, for
The
real.
royal
RNG
slap
now.
on the wrist.
The royal slap. Let's see. Any luck?
Rigged.
I think Croesus kind of figured out what we were up to. Oh,
Hello.
dang it.
He won't teleport out, but he'll teleport around the arena.
Let's go.
Nice.
PB. 2.4 second PB.
Huge. Oh, this might be the high IQ teleport angle. Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna try to. Nope, I got scared.
It literally
Oh
put me
my
one
God.
square away.
Nice.
In duos, like fishing is the slowest part of this boss.
Close part for us too, because it's me. I want to get my loot before I teleport.
Oh, that's so good looking. It says 419
Oh
mil,
my
but I
God.
doubt it's actually 419 mil.
I get 3 mil.
I got 3 manuscripts out of my
I didn't
troves.
get any.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So, no splits for you guys.
See ya.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I think we should do splits.
I am not selling those. Those are going right to my pile.
Hello there, folks. It is another new day, and I have quite a bit of money starting today because of yesterday's Croesus hour. I was really thinking about what to do with this money, and I ultimately want to get FSOA, but I think there's going to be some useful upgrades in the meantime. My next rune pouch, and probably my final magic rune pouch. This rune pouch would allow me to essentially have all the runes needed for Smoke Cloud, all the combat spells that I use, and if I were to use Disruption Shield, if I were to use Rejuvenation Crystal, all that stuff, I would have the flexibility to do that. And then what I'm also going to do, I thought a lot about this, but I think it's going to be a good move, and I'm going to get Cinderbanes. Cinderbanes have always been good. They're still going to be good at things like Kerapac or any boss that's poisonable like Solak, which I have to do. So Cinderbanes are going to be a good move. And look at that. They bought for 56 mil. And now the rune pouch. What the frick happened to rune pouches in the past week? People must just not have been selling them last time. 45 mil. I think I'm going to give hard mode Kerapac a try. This may or may not be a good idea, but I mean, if I can't do it, I can always do normal mode. But I want to test out these Cinderbanes. I've been wanting to do hard mode Kerapac, and I think with being able to do Sanctum, I should be able to do hard mode Kerapac, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, let's go, dude. Hard mode Kerapac is able to be soloed, man. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Nice, 2KC, 2 mil. You love to see that, dude. Absolutely love it.
Oh, he's stalling.
We're getting this first.
Well, I accidentally just went to the max scale, so hold on.
Oh crap, we got 1.1k alpha. 564. Oh no.
Turn your perks off. Oh, no.
75. No. Oh, he's dead. Oh, let's go. Double bone RNG. Let's go. Yeah, don't flick soul split at all, in my opinion.
No. He's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he does. He can hit 4Ks through prayer. Nice.
Right, I didn't die that time.
I didn't get a stat piece, so that's kind of unfortunate. But
yeah, I know.
What's up with that?
I don't know. First KC, no reward. What the?
Seriously, where's the RNG?
Oh, bro, this might be a Peeber. Large Peeber. Because of the D clause, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4 PB. That is clean. Oh my gosh, that was insanely low health. Is someone gonna drop? No, my 1, 2, 3, 4 PB. I can't believe Dragonkin bones are that expensive. 2.6 mil for 152. That is absolutely wild, bro. Bro, the double manuscript. 3 mil. These are some good solos, man. Dude, every kill is a page. This is what I'm freaking talking about. Oh gosh, I'm not dying again. I'm not dying again. Holy. That would have been so ridiculous if I died the same way twice in a row. What you're currently watching is only the beginning of my near 500-ish KC hard mode Kerapac grind, and little did I know it would be that long. This was a very enjoyable time though. I was still a bit shaky with my rotation when I started this grind, but it's grinds like these that really challenge you to refine your gameplay and make you a better player overall. Now I could just show you the next 40 to 50 clips of me saying 2 mil drop, not too shabby. Nice, another 2 miller. So good, dude. Or noise, that's a P-burb. Wait, was that a PB? 121.6, holy bro. But I wanted to give you a mini guide on how to do hard mode Kerapac with the setup that I use and getting those nice sub 4-minute solos. This isn't going to be a really in-depth guide. I'm just going to basically go into a full kill clip and I'm going to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a quick break from this video to bring you a word from today's sponsor, Monsoon PCs. Monsoon PCs is a PC building company based in Arizona that not only builds PCs, but they also build small form factor PCs. I was in the market for a custom built PC because I'm not comfortable making my own PC quite yet. Not only don't want to do it on my own just yet, but I don't want to do it in a small form factor case. And this was one of the only companies online that I saw offering the service. So within the A4
H2O Leon Lee case, I have a 4070 Ti Super, an AMD Ryzen 7 950, 64 gigs of RAM, all with water cooling. And this thing is an absolute powerhouse for all my needs, for 4K video editing for work, as well as streaming, video editing, and just all around gaming. Not only is this system awesome, but their customer service is top of the list because I had a very unique experience with them. I'm not going to bore you with a long story, but in short, so the first system they sent for me had some faulty parts, so that made me very nervous. But their builder stayed on the phone with me for 3 hours troubleshooting and came to the conclusion that they needed to send me a new PC before I even had a chance to send them back this old one. Not only did I get a brand new PC with all the specifications that I wanted, but they upgraded some of my specifications because of the inconvenience. To no request from them, that was just a courtesy thing. So Monsoon PCs, I cannot recommend them enough. So anytime you're looking to get a custom built PC, whether it's full size, mid-range, or small form factor, make sure to check out Monsoon PCs, support small business, and use code Rheyo at checkout. Thank you so much to Monsoon PCs for sponsoring this video. Anyways, let's get back to the rebuild.
So the first thing that I do is, with any PVM hours, jump in the anacronial thermal bath, and then I will warm my hands by the fire to just give me a larger health pool right at the beginning. If you don't have a banking preset, definitely make one of these. It just makes things very convenient. And before you do this, I did not think to do this at all, but if you have HP boosting gear, it will give you more HP from these little HP boosts. And then I will use Lantidime incense sticks and Quorum incense sticks. You don't need to use Lantidime incense sticks, but I like to. But the Quorum incense sticks, 100% do that. And then use a Calgarian demon for those crits, and then weapon poison. So my rune pouches are quite literally color coded to the ones on the wiki. So if you just look up grasping rune pouches and you look at the base color, the black and the blue one, all the runes that are in those pouches, that's exactly what I'm using. And then you can see my gear over here. I'm just using like Enhanced Devoted and Enhanced Devoted 4, Impatient 4, Biting 4, Crackling 4, and then Precise 6, Genocidal, and then on my offhand it is Eruptive 4, Ruthless 2. In my Essence of Finality, I have a Gothic Staff. And then the last thing is I was using a Scripture Jas when I was getting all these kills. So if you have a Scripture Jas, you can use that or a Grim. Personally, in my experience, they were virtually the same. The Scripture Jas is a lot cheaper and you recharge it while you're doing Kerapac, essentially because you get the drops. And another thing is the Nexus. The Nexus for Darkness runes and the ability to use shield abilities without having to switch. And then of course Cinderbanes, because you want to make sure that you do decent poison damage. Now, something that's going to be important to note, and I will try, I can't promise that I'm going to call this out because it's a lot to focus on, but whenever I am in the encounter, I will start off on Incite Fear and essentially just try and get to 5 stacks. And once I hit 5 stacks, I will swap to Exsanguinate. Exsanguinate, for every stack up to 12, will increase the damage by your basic abilities by 1%. And then once it hits 12, it'll turn your Rack ability into Rack and Ruin, which does a lot of damage, especially when it crits. It can do like 18k, and it will also increase the damage of Combust. So when you use the Roar of Awakening special attack, and then you use the Rack special attack, you will get 2 things that increase the damage of Combust. So I try and link those up when I can. And I've kind of organized my rotation in a way that it just kind of happens. I may not call out when I'm swapping between Exsanguinate and Incite Fear, but maybe just kind of pay attention. I'll always be like right click, auto cast whenever I can think about it. And then before each wave, I will manually cast Vulnerability by doing a spellbook swap to Vulnerability. And then at the beginning of the fight and before phase 3, I will also cast Smoke Cloud to get more damage from crits. So when I first enter the instance, I will make sure that I am on Incite Fear. And then whenever I hear Kerapac say no, at the end of that is when I will start to use Sunshine, Adrenaline Potion, and then cue Magma Tempest. Then I will swap to normal, and then cast Vulnerability and Greater Concentrated Blast in the same tick, Dragon Breath, and then I'll 4-tick Smoke Cloud into Combust, swap to Exsanguinate, Tsunami, Corruption Blast, walk onto Kerapac, and then Greater Concentrated Blast, Tsunami, Wild Magic into a Weapon Spec. Then I will Greater Concentrated Blast, Gothic Staff, and then I will use Rack and Ruin, and then I will do Combust again. At this point, I'm just going to prioritize using my bleeds off cooldown, Greater Concentrated Blast into my Thresholds and Gothic Staff, and then I'm just going to try and link up my abilities when I surge and dive. That way I can do lossless DPS essentially. Then when Tsunami comes off cooldown, I will Greater Concentrated Blast into Tsunami, and I will try and face Kerapac before lightning happens. In this clip, I don't quite make it. I got pretty close, but I got a little bit unlucky with the crits. Now, as Kerapac phases, I will have to avoid the lightning wall. I'll Q Magma Tempest, Spellbook swap to normals and Vulnerability Bomb, and then I will go right into a Warp Time rotation, Q my Sunshine, and build up to Tsunami to try and get my Tsunami within this Warp Time as well. Now, after I come out of Warp Time, I will have to run under Kerapac, and then I will use Greater Concentrated Blast into Wild Magic, and then I'll go into a Weapon Spec. I want to get this Weapon Spec off pretty early, that way the bleeds can ramp up and do their damage, in case it doesn't reset when I've initially cast it. And at this point, it's just about upkeep. Whenever I go into any sort of Threshold or Omni Power, anything like that, I will make sure that I use my Greater Concentrated Blast, and then I try and weave in my bleeds when they're off cooldown. Now here I ended up messing up my Surge and Escape. That's no big deal, I just try and keep Kerapac central when he lands, that way I don't have clones going all over the arena. Now another thing to note at this point in the fight is I should be above 50 corruption stacks, which means every single time I cast a basic ability, for the next 4 seconds I will regen 0.5 adrenaline every tick. And every single time I cast a basic ability after that, that will refresh, which will make it so I can, ideally within this next warp time, I can get my Sunshine off, my Tsunami, and my Weapon Spec. Now in this case I wasn't able to do that because I wasn't diligent with keeping my Insight Fear stacks at 5. If this ever happens, you can always swap to Insight Fear before you cast Greater Concentrated Blast, and you should hit 5 stacks or 4 stacks for a Tsunami within your warp time, and you should ideally still have enough adrenaline to cast your Soulfire spec. Now as I'm coming close to the end of phase 3, I'm going to make sure that I have 5 stacks of Insight Fear, that way my next warp time rotation at the clone, I will have enough stacks to get Tsunami off within my Sunshine, all within the same warp time. First clone I will go in is South. I will zone in, I will use Corruption Blast or Combust, Pit Pot, and then go to the Northern clone. I will cast another bleed, and then I will get Magma Tempest off before getting right on this corner, and then I will do my Warp Time rotation, cast Sunshine, Greater Concentrated Blast, essentially build up to Tsunami, use Tsunami, and in an ideal scenario, I will be able to Limitless into Wild Magic and then Devotion. But in this case, I casted Warp Time earlier than I had thought, so I wasn't able to get my Devotion in, which puts it on a 60-second cooldown. If I had gotten this off before Warp Time ended, then it would still be ready to use, which would be crucial for sustaining the rest of P4. But now I have to juggle my defensives a little bit differently. I will finish off the first clone, and then I will focus on the second. Sometimes I'll use Tsunami if I didn't have to use it on the first clone, Wild Magic, and then a Weapon Spec. I'll snipe a res from Kerapac while the Echo is still focused on my second clone, because I'm only being attacked by Kerapac, so you can easily get a 2 to 3k heal here. Now as I'm about to surge across, I will cast Reflect, click on this one square facing the direction that I want to surge, and then I'll surge directly across. Ideally you don't want to run, because whenever you are closing the gap between you and Kerapac, his auto attacks will stack up and they will hit you all in one tick, and it could instantly KO you. So if you need to mitigate any damage here, the Reflect will help that, but you can also cast a Resonance or a Disruption Shield if you have it available. Now when I get to this corner, I'm going to cast Sunshine and go right into another Adrenaline Potion and start to build up towards Tsunami. And then once Warp Time comes off cooldown, I will use Tsunami and my Devotion within that Warp Time again, if I can. As I mentioned earlier, I used my Devotion outside of Warp Time earlier, so that's not an option for me. Now at this point, it's just a matter of just keeping yourself alive. Basically, snipe a res whenever you can, use Debilitate if you need to, Reflect if you need to. If you need to even use Preparation to have your Resonance come off cooldown even sooner, then do that. Whenever you snipe res, make sure to come off of Protect from Magic, because it will easily heal you about 4k to 5k. If you're able to, do some Soul Split flicking, because you can heal quite a bit here, especially with all your bleeds and your Omni Power. The best times to Soul Split flick is when you have a lot of damage splats happening in a certain tick. Like if you have a bunch of bleeds stacked up and they all hit at once, you will get a lot of healing because you're getting healing from every single one of those hit splats. And just like that, you will have a kill. Now in this kill clip, it was over 4 minutes. There was a few mistakes here, but the general idea is still the same. Your RNG could vary. My average kill time once I got this really refined was probably closer to maybe 350, 4 minutes. I would get some 340s pretty regularly, 345s, but average time you can expect to be around 4 minutes if you do exactly what I do. Another sub 4. Let's go, dude. Another sub 4. Another one. Holy crap. 4 mil in cannonballs. That's insane. 5 mil drop. Holy, that is a personal best with freaking commons, dude. Yes, dude. Yes. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. Finally, bro. Oh my gosh. That is it, dog. Freaking finally, we got a stick. Look at that stick. All right, you said 388 mil. We're 31. Bro, someone just bought it for 431 mil. What the? Oh, that's almost FSOA. Huge. All right, let's go check the alchemizers. I'm going to drop my offer to 1.2 bill and probably let that go overnight. That way, if it does buy overnight, I still have 100 mil to use for like supplies and I'm not out of money. First, this man, he Ks me for my FSOA and then he offers to sell one back to me. What a giant, and a splintering arrow tip. Huge for 1.2. Thank you, Sir Fry. This is definitely big, huge. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Yes, sir. Rigged, that one wasn't even augmented. I mean, scammed. Let's go, dude.